In the name of Allah, today we will speak about PHP operators. In last session we spoke about constants, and today we are going to speak about PHP operators. In all programming languages we have operators. Operators are used to perform operations on variables and values. Operators is used to perform operations on variables and values. PHP, we have the following groups of operators. What operators we have in PHP? We have arithmetic operators, assignment operators, comparison, increment, decrement, and logical, string, array, and conditional assignment operators. These are the types of operators that we have in our PHP. We have in our PHP. So every parts of them are different operators, and we will do the different operations using these operators. So why we learn this? Because when you are working on a DBMS or working on a database system, we must know these operators. Why we must know it? As if we speak on arithmetics, if you are using a financial database, sometimes you need to do some calculations to to know about the taxes, the expenses, the profits, or anything. So we do arithmetics for financial uses or assignments for assigning some values, for compressing some values, incrementing, decrementing, or doing and or and not operations on some codes. So we use these operators for this. The first one is PHP arithmetic operators. The arithmetics are the mathematical operations. The mathematical operations. These operators use the addition, subtraction, multiplication, divisions, modulus, and others. So, how we get these operators? These are the types of arithmetics. We have plus sign for addition that calculates and returns the sum of our x and y. When we use a plus sign between two variables, between two values, not only variables but values also. So the next one is the subtraction for doing or finding the difference between two variables or two values. Another is multiplication, another is division, modulus, and exponentiation. The result of raising x to the y, the power of y, or finding the power of a value to another value. So these are the arithmetic operators. Another is the assignment operators. The assignment operators. You assign a value to another value. The right value to the left value. Or the left operator to right operator. Or right operator to left operator. So these are the assignments. The first one is the assignment plus the equality sign. That's not equal. That's the assigning value. That's the assigning value. Another is the equal and addition. That's addition. That means you want to add x and y and store back to x. Plus and equal means you want to add x and y and then store back to x. Or the full form is in this one. X plus equal to y is equal to x plus y. So this one works like this one. The another is the subtraction, the another multiplication, another is the division, and also the modulus. Finding the remainder of one value divided to another value. Finding the remainder, not showing the result of division, only displaying the remainder. When you add 3 to 2, it will return 1 or something like this. So let's do this once. We need to do start our jump. So what is jump? Anyone? What's jump and why we use jump? Jump's package. It's a collection of some values, some softwares, some valued softwares. So we can let's open our project. I think our project is where should we store our projects? When you are working on So our working was in this application. So let's do some calculations. This was from our last session. We spoke about the constants using the const and using the defined keywords. Now we are working on operators. We need two variables, x equal to like 10 and y equal to 20, two values. First was the arithmetic operators. The arithmetic operators. We can do this one echo $x plus $y and get the output. So for getting output, we must go to our project. So the output is 13 according to our calculations. The next one, the minus. Let's duplicate it and echo $x minus $y, which it will show the difference. That will difference of the, now the result is minus 10. Why minus 10? Because the maximum number or the greater number has a minus. See, the x is 10, but the 20 is our minus number, our negative number. So that's why we get a minus 10. When we subtract 10 from 20, it will be 10. But we must put the greater value first and the lower value on the second because we are extracting this. Now the value is 10, but not minus 10. But not minus 10. Another is the equals multiplication. You can do x multiplied by y. What will be the result for this? It will be 200. Another is the division. You can do this like this. Dollar sign x divided to y. X divided to y. 10 divided to what? 0 0.2, 0 0.5. 0 0.5. So another is the modulus. It will return the remainder of the division. Equal $x divided to $y. What will be the output for this? The remainder. Does we have a remainder? The remainder is 10. The remainder is 10. Why we divided 10 to 20? The remainder is 10. So another is the exponential, the power. In mathematics, we have the power. That's $x, double asterisk, and $y. Double asterisk. One asterisk is the multiplication. Double asterisk is the power. Now it will show 1.e plus 20. What it means? It's 1 in the power of 20. 10 in power of 20. How much numbers do you think it will be? It's more than 10 trillions on others. Why? Because 10 is added to or divide multiplied 10 times on itself. 10 times, 20 times on itself. Let's see the full result. Let me use the Excel for this and do a large cell to get the value. Equal power. Number is 10 and power is 20. I don't know it will show the result or no. It also says on scientific way. It's showing on scientific way. Why? Because the zeros are very large. It has 20 zeros. It has 20 zeros. So what do you think 20 zeros? What number is 20 zeros? Putting 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Who can read this number? What number is? Yeah. Now it converts to 1e plus 20 in scientific way. Why? Because it has lots of zeros. We have 100 in here. We have 100 in here. 1000 in here. 1 million in here. Oh, and I think in here 1 million. And then we have a billion. You have a 10 billion. Oh, a trillion, quadrillion, and a 10 quadrillion. A 10 quadrillion. We have a 10 quadrillion if we add on the 10 to 20 powers. So that was an example. So this was the arithmetic operators. The arithmetic operators. The next one is the assignment. We can assign the values. We can assign the values. So let me do a break line here for better management. So another is echo x plus x equal to y. So for this we must first assign it x equal to y. The x is 10 actually, but we assign it the value of y to it. But we assign it the value of y to x. So equal x. Now the x will display 20 or 10. 20. The x is 20. We assign it the x, the value of y. For x, the value of y. That's assignment. Then we have a plus sign. We can add a plus sign here. What it means? It means x is equal to x plus y. X plus y. This abbreviation or this expression means this one. X is equal to x plus y. So what it will be? 13. It will display 13. Why 13? Because we have added it. X plus y. We have minus also. We have minus also. The addition. See now we have a minus 10. We have a minus 10. X minus 20 back to x. We can add the division and see the division of this. And we can add the multiplication and see the multiplication of this the same way. So we put the plus here. And also we can see the modulus also. The next part is PHP comparison operators. We compare two variables. We compare two variables in different conditions. So first one, we have an equal sign. The equal sign or two equal sign is actually the equality comparison operator. With two equal signs, we check if both variables are the same or not. We check if both variables are the same or not. How we can do this? Let's comment this one. X equal to $y. The output will be false. Or zero. Yeah, zero or false. The output will be zero or false. Yeah, we have no value here. We have no value. Why? Because it's false. And we have a trinity check or identical. This means the value and data type must be the same. When you have three equal signs, it means both variables should be the same in value and data type. In the type and the value should be same. It will return true. If no, it will return false to us. It will return false to us if it's not true. Another is not equal. It will return true if x is not equal to y. We have a not equal sign. Instead of this signs, we have a not equal. We just put under exclamation. Now it's saying 1, true. It's say 1, true. Why? Because x is not equal to 10. X is not equal to y. X is 10, y is 20. If we see this, we get a return type of true. It will return a true value, 1 or 0. 0 if it's false. 1 is if it's true. Or the 0 will not display, nothing will display, a null value without anything. Another comparison value is also not equal. We can use this not equal. We can use this as a not equal to. How we can do this? Instead of assigning this, we just put this value. Again, we will get at one value. Another is not identical. They are same but not identical. Their values are same but the types are not the same. It will display through if they are not same or say they are not identical. If 12 display as. Why? Because the values are not same. Also, and the values are not same, the data types are same, but the values are not same. If we have the values also the same, it will return an empty set. An empty set. Why an empty set? Because the value is true and it will return false because we have used a not. In digital principles, you learn the not is it will negate or it will negative make turns to false, false to true. Another is greater than, another is less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, or space shift variable. What's a space shift variable? Returns an integer less than, equal to, or greater than 0 depending on if x is less than or equal to or greater than y. So this is a space shift. So what means? The left side should be less than from the right, the 0, and the right side must be greater than the value of y from 0 and the, the variable on the right from 0 and the variable on the right. How it will works, let's see. This is the newest thing you have not learned before, yeah. In mathematics we have some things. The value should be less than 0 or and less than from the next variable. The less than 0 or from the next. We are checking from a diagram of or the timeline of the numbers. In mathematics, you have a timeline for numbers, yeah? The x timeline and the y timeline, yeah? But it must be like this. How we can use it? We can use the less than value and greater than value. So what will be the output for this? Let's check. The value is minus 1. Why minus 1? Because x is not greater than y, but it's also not less than 0. It's not less than 0. Let's do this minus 10. Minus 10 and see the output. Now, again, it says that not greater than what? Not greater than 10. But if we put it 13, see now we have 1. Now we have 1. Why? Because it's not less than 0, but it's greater than our y. It's greater than our y. The operator says returns an integer less than, equal to, or greater than 0. Less than, equal to, or greater than 0. Depending on if x is less than, equal to, or greater than y. What it means, it will return an integer. It will return an integer, a minus 1 or a plus 1. A positive 1 or a negative 1. Depending on the value of x should be less than, equal to, or greater than y. It must fit one of these conditions. It must fit one of the conditions, but not only x. It must be greater than or less than or equal to y also. And it comes according to PHP 7. We use it very rarely. We use it very rarely, but not commonly. But these are the commons. These are the common variables. We use more than one. This one is introduced in SQL, not in other programs. We have only in PHP and SQLs. But in this not equality is for all programming languages. Another is the increment and decrement. Another is the increment and decrement. We use increments and decrements to increase or decrease the values. We use it in two ways. One is as a postfix, another is as a prefix. Before variable and after variable. Before variable and after variable. The before ones are pre-increment or pre-decrement. Increments x by 1, then returns x. First increments it, then returns the value. The post one is returns x, then increment x. Difference is that in pre or in prefixed ones, first it get increased and then displays. But in post ones, first increments or first displays the variable, then increments it. And also we have the decrements also. You can do this. So let's have a br echo br, then echo what? Plus plus dollar $x plus plus dollar $x. Now it adds one. Adds one. The we are not seeing the difference here, yeah, but if you are using a large scale application and you have a for loop, you will see the difference on that. You will see the difference on that. So, and the same way we have the decrement also. So we will come on others the next sessions because I think it's enough for you. You must practice this. So any questions on this? Because you learn it, all of them on Java and C++ also. And we learned some of them in PLSQL also. So any questions on these assignments and the operators? Yeah, 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 we can do. We can assign for one variable different values in PHP if we didn't use it the casting. If you case it for a specific data type, then you can't change the value on it. You can change, but not the other data types. But not the other data types. I'm not using the casing here. I can use the echo. I can assign the $x to a number, a text like hello. That's not problem. Echo $x, dollar $x. It's not a problem. I can assign the value. Why? Because I didn't use it the casting. But if I cased this to x to integer, how was the casting usage? What should I write here? Casting. No, we need to define a data type for this. Then our data types. Now it will generate an error for us. Sorry? Why? So any points? Yes. What?